Gas will be banned in all new Victorian homes and government buildings from next year. Here we go. The Victorian Government has just announced the huge new energy reform will come into effect on January 1, 2024 as a way to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and help the state reach its net zero by 2045 target. All planning permits for new homes and residential subdivisions will only be able to connect to electricity, while all new public buildings that haven't reached the design stage, including schools, public hospitals, police stations, and public and social housing, will also be required to be all electric, effective immediately. The state's Energy Minister, Lily D'Ambrosio, is selling the reform as a cost of living measure that will save households at least $1,000 a year on bills, or more than $2,200 if they switch to solar, because there's no extra cost for building a home without gas. She said, "We know the cost of living for Victorians is getting bigger and bigger. We know that with every bill that arrives, gas is only going to get more expensive. That's why we're stepping in to help even more Victorians get the best deal on their energy bills." The Greens backed this reform, but they said reforms like this would be undermined while the government continues to support more new coal and gas projects, including, for example, new gas drilling near the 12 Apostles and a new coal to hydrogen project whose emissions would equate to putting more than 700,000 new petrol cars on the road. Deputy Leader of the Victorian Greens, Ellen Sandell, said Victorians use more gas in their homes than in any other state, so banning new connections is an important reform the Greens have been calling for years. But it is strange that Labor acknowledges gas as an expensive, polluting fossil fuel on the one hand, while on the other hand is changing the law to make it easier to open new mines and is approving new gas drilling across the state.